Did you hear the rumor?
No, what?
Stacey said that, Brittany said that, Tiffany said that, her cousin read at a press told that there's a rumor about a new phone called the iPhone 8, made by the same people that made our iPod shuffles, and it's coming out.
OMG, when does it come out? I want to be the first person to get it.
Like 2017.
How do you know how much it's supposed to cost?
Well, Stacey said that, Brittany said that, Tiffany said that, her cousin read that there's also another rumor that it's going to cost $900.
$900? I don't have that kind of money. All my birthday money, I only have like $250.
So do I. But last night I was eating my kid cuisine and my mom told me about this thing called interest. You can put a certain amount of money in the bank, and then the bank has this rate of interest where you can add money to that original amount every year, so in several years, the original amount of money you put in increased.
Rad! We should figure out how much interest we need to reach $900 in 13 years, 2017.
Yeah, that reminds me, when my mom was explaining interest, my sister overheard us and explained the formula she's learning in high school math. This lets you figure out how much investing a certain amount of money over a designated period of time with a certain interest amount will leave you with.
Sick! We can use that formula to figure out the interest rate we would need to get $900 in 13 years using our initial amounts. What's the formula called?
It's called something like compounding quarterly.
Why is it called that?
Because compound growth basically means the interest earns interest. So basically, when you have a growing thing, which creates more growing things, which creates more growing things, your return adds up fast. Since we are compounding quarterly, the amount we invest is compounded 4 times. So in every compounding period, interest is added back to the principal sum, so the interest is earned on that added interest.
Okay, well, I have $210 to invest initially. How about you?
Well, I only have 200, but I guess we'll just have different equations.
Okay.
For my equation, A is equal to the desired end amount, which in this case is $900. P is your initial amount, which is $200 for me. R is unknown, that's what we're trying to find. It's the rate. T is the time in years, which is 13. And N is 4 because it's compounding quarterly. The initial equation is A equals P times 1 plus R over N to the power of NT. If you plug in all my values, you get 900 equals 200 times 1 plus R over 4 to the power of 13 times 4. This simplified is 900 equals 200 times 1 plus R over 4 to the power of 52. You divide both sides by 52. 4.5 equals 1 plus R over 4 to the power of 52. You take root 52 of both sides, you get root 52 over 4.5. It's equal to 1 plus R over 4. This simplified is 1.029 equals 1 plus R over 4. You subtract 1 from both sides, you get 0.029 equals R over 4, and times both sides by 4 to get 0.117 equals R, so my interest rate is 11.7%.
This is my compounding quarterly equation. A equals P times 1 plus R over N to the power of NT. A is the amount that I'm trying to get, which is 900. P is my starting amount. It's the only number different from Jane's because I'm starting with 210. I'm still trying to find R, and I still have 13 years to get 900. And since I'm compounding quarterly, N equals equal to 4. So I started off by plugging my numbers into the variables in the original equation. 900 equals 210 times 1 plus R over 4 to the power of 4 times 13. The only thing I changed in this next equation from the first equation was I figured out that 4 times 13 is 52. Next, I did 900 divided by 210, so I had 4.29 equals 1 plus R over 4 to the power of 52. To get rid of 52, I have to do root 52 on both sides. So, the 52 root of 4.29 equals 1 plus R over 4. 52 root of 4.29 is 1.028 equals 1 plus 4 R divided by 4. Now I remove the constant, which is 1, so by subtracting 1 from each side, so I get 0.028 equals R divided by 4. And finally, to figure out R, I multiply 4 on both sides to get 0.114 equals R, so my rate of interest is 11.4%.
So now that I've solved it algebraically, I'm going to solve it graphically. I put the left side of my equation into y1 and the right side of my equation into y2. And then I go to graph, and there's my graph. And then to find the intersection, I can go second, trace, down to 5, first curve, second curve, guess, and 0.117, which is what we got algebraically.
I put the left side of my equation what I want to achieve eventually in y1, which is 900. I put the right side of my equation in y2. To 210 times 1 plus x over 4 to the power of 52. Then I go to graph and graph my equation. Here's my graph. To solve this, I click second trace and go to intersect. Take the first curve and second curve, yes, and then I see that my intercept puts me at 0.1135, which is the answer I got algebraically.
She said, but they lived underwater. And you